Okay, this is the audio only unfiltered Saturday morning. I'm running away to work. I got this in now. This is not at all, not very. It's actually not even, it's actually very time sensitive because it is Saturday. It is championship Saturday in college football. We had our first game of the weekend though. Yesterday, Washington again beats Oregon by 3. Everybody had Oregon win that game. There were 10-point favorites going into the game. I remember turning on the game like a little first quarter and like they're up 10-0. Like, holy shit, what's going on here? I watched the points for the record, so I for the record I was right. I didn't think Washington would win, but I had watching the points. I thought it was a lot of points, especially because the team that actually beat Oregon, now twice this year. And the only reason I'm popping on here right now is this Washington win helps Florida State and their chances. Now, this is also predicated on Florida State doing their job and winning. Because had that game gone different yesterday, for example, say, it was a close game, but say Oregon would have won the game, there's a very good shot that the committee, even with Florida State winning against Louisville today, there's a good chance the committee will consider having 2 Pac-12 teams in the college football playoff. There's no doubt about that. First off, both teams would have split against each other. Close game. Oregon wins, one of the hottest teams in college football coming to the game. They win the Pac-12. They become Pac-12 champions. They'll be in. Georgia obviously does his job today. We assume that. We'll see what happens there. Obviously, they win. They're in. Michigan does their job against Iowa. Iowa, come on now. They win. They're in, obviously. At least one spot. Okay? And I have no doubt that the committee would consider in that spot the loser of that, in this scenario, would have been Washington. The only other wrinkle in that scenario would have been Texas if they will have actually done their job and at that point, and which they should, and beat Oklahoma State. I'll say blowout fashion. But as I consider, it means it's going to happen. Because I still think, even though Florida State, if they win today, they deserve to be in the playoff. Deserving to be in the playoff versus are they one of the best 4 teams in 2 different conversations. They did their job, okay? Even without their backup quarterback, even without their starting quarterback Jordan Travis, and even potentially without the backup quarterback today, who Taylor Maker may not even play today. That's the rumor now that he's questionable for today's game against Louisville. They did their job. These schedules were made years in advance. And the fact of the matter is that you're hard pressed to keep out an unbeaten ACC champion. Even however you may feel the ACC, and even I agree, the ACC is the weakest of the Power 5 conferences. Okay, certainly, no one disagrees with you on that one. The fact of the matter is, though, it's still a Power 5 conference, and the fact of the matter is, Florida State did their job. They won all their games that had in front of them, including the games without Jordan Travis. Okay? So, I'm still hard-pressed to see the committee take out an unbeaten Florida State team. They have told you, based on how they rank these teams the last 5 weeks, that Florida State still matters. Win-loss still matters. Being unbeaten still matters. And as long as Florida State does its job, they should get in. But I will say, the Oregon losing again yesterday does help their chances now. It clears up some of the possible chaos because I still think the committee would have considered taking a one-loss Oregon, one-loss Washington, and into the Pac-12 both those teams into the playoff. Because I do think while Florida State is the most deserving, I say most deserving, that's actually wrong to say. While Florida State would be deserving of getting in the playoff by virtue of their record, they are not one of the best 4 teams. And by the way, I was saying this even when Jordan Travis was healthy, this sort of record. But this is why, thank God, next year we're going to have a expanded playoff field, because it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks that teams could be considered out because of injuries, which matters. I get it, it matters, and schedules, which matters. Yes, we get that. But when you're unbeaten, you're unbeaten. This is the first time I believe in this playoff in the 10 years that we've had 4 teams unbeaten, and we still have 4 teams unbeaten right now, currently, going into the conference championship weekend. And Oregon lost. So we still have 4 teams unbeaten right now, currently, going into today. And if Florida State does their job, Georgia does his job, and Michigan does his job, we will still have 4 teams unbeaten. I find it hard to believe that the committee is going to look past that. But, again, the committee has made some decisions in the past, so who knows. Oregon's out. They're out. Ohio State, fat chance to get in. Alabama, long shot too. But if they beat Georgia, that's a massive win. If you're a Seminoles fan like myself, you need everything to go chalk. You do your job, number one. Do your job and win, and also win in convincing fashion. Because you win in convincing fashion, it helps your argument. And then obviously Michigan does his job, which they should, and Georgia does his job. These are your 4 teams in the playoff, but we'll see. So I'll be back tomorrow when we react to the college football playoff official rankings. The official playoff bracket will be revealed tomorrow at noon. I'll be back on here, mostly on video though, most likely on video this time, and we'll react to it together. And right before the NFL game starts tomorrow. So we'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy college football. And yeah, I'm depressed now, man. It's the last. You know, I'm not a big bowl guy necessarily, other than like the New Year's 6. But it's kind of depressing time of the year because I really enjoyed this year. So all right, gotta go. I gotta make some money. See you guys later. Bye.